20 celebrities shutting down. More disrespectful interviewers. Sometimes interviews don't go as planned. Take Morgan Freeman, for example. In his now infamous 60 Minutes interview, he didn't just answer, he made a statement. Black History Month. You find ridiculous? Why are you going to relegate my history to a month? Black history is American history. How are we going to get rid of racism until you stop talking about it? His words sparked a firestorm of debate. But he's not the only one. What happens when artists reach their limits? These moments will leave you speechless. Kanye West versus Sway Calloway. Kanye West's fiery 2013 Shade 45.5's interview became a pop culture landmark when he clashed with host Sway Calloway. Sway innocently asked why Kanye didn't start his fashion brand independently, sparking Kanye's now legendary outburst. "You ain't got the answers, Sway." Behind the frustration was Kanye's $13 million personal investment in fashion, only to be shut out by elite brands. He also dismissed Sway's own clothing efforts. "What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know." The moment wasn't just about anger. It revealed Kanye's deep frustration with an industry he felt undervalued him, despite his cultural dominance. Taylor Swift versus Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres' 2013 interview with Taylor Swift during Swift's Red era is remembered as one of the show's most uncomfortable moments. Ellen began by falsely claiming Swift had dated Zac Efron, brushing off her firm denial. Things worsened when Ellen introduced a game, where Swift was asked to ring a bell for any celebrity she'd dated, showing photos of male stars. Swift, visibly distressed, begged to stop. "This is the one shred of dignity I have." And later, "This makes me feel so bad about myself." Fans later criticized Ellen for ignoring Swift's boundaries, sparking broader debates about respect and celebrity treatment in media. Mariah Carey versus Ellen DeGeneres. Mariah Carey's 2008 appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show became infamous for its unsettling tone. Ellen, addressing rumors of Carey's pregnancy, ignored her clear discomfort and polite refusal to discuss the topic. Ellen escalated by proposing a champagne toast, pressuring Carey to either drink or confirm the speculation. When Carey hesitated, Ellen declared, "You're pregnant," despite Carey's evident unease. Tragically, Carey suffered a miscarriage shortly after, making the moment even more painful in hindsight. Reflecting years later, Carey described feeling extremely uncomfortable during the interview. The incident resurfaced amid criticism of Ellen's workplace culture, sparking debates on respecting boundaries in entertainment. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's 1999 interview with Russ Salzberg remains one of the most explosive moments in sports journalism. Just days before his much-anticipated return to the ring after a 19-month hiatus, Tyson sat down to promote his fight with Francois Botha. The discussion turned heated when Salzberg pressed Tyson on his time away from boxing and his infamous temper, referencing the notorious ear-biting incident with Evander Holyfield. Tyson's irritation flared. "It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens." When questioned about his aggressive tone, Tyson snapped, "I'm talking to you the way I want. If you have a problem, turn off your station." This volatile exchange underscored Tyson's unpredictable nature and reinforced his fearsome persona. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a yes in the comments below. We love hearing your thoughts. Samuel L. Jackson. During a promotional interview for Django Unchained, Samuel L. Jackson challenged interviewer Jake Hamilton to say the N-word, pushing the conversation into uncomfortable territory. The interview, which began with questions about the movie's controversial language, quickly turned tense as Jackson insisted Hamilton say the very word that had sparked so much debate. Despite Hamilton's refusal, Jackson persisted, demanding, "Say it." Seriously, "We're not going to have this conversation unless you say it." The room was filled with palpable tension as Hamilton hesitated. Ultimately, Jackson dismissed the situation, calling it a great question, despite Hamilton's unwillingness. This exchange highlighted the discomfort and responsibility that come with discussing sensitive issues in mainstream media. Angelina Jolie versus Jay Leno. In one of the most unforgettable moments in Hollywood history, Angelina Jolie boldly confronted Jay Leno in 2000 after facing relentless ridicule over her close relationship with her brother, James Haven. Following their infamous kiss at the Golden Globes, Jolie became the target of incest jokes, many from Leno himself. On The Tonight Show, she turned the tables by asking Leno to read his own hurtful comments. With poise, she explained the emotional toll the jokes had on her family, earning respect for standing her ground. Jolie's brave and composed response left a lasting impact, showing her unwavering commitment to defending her loved ones. Halle Berry versus Howie Mandel. Halle Berry didn't hold back when Howie Mandel made light of her hit-and-run accident. During an interview, Mandel joked, "She smashed right into me and left the scene," trivializing an event that left Berry with a head injury requiring 20 stitches and the other driver with a broken wrist. Berry's response was sharp and unapologetic. "That's a real-life situation. Scary, dangerous, and painful." She confronted Mandel for turning her trauma into a punchline, refusing to let the moment slide. The accident itself was serious. In 2000, Berry collided with another vehicle and left the scene, later explaining she was disoriented from the crash. She pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor, avoiding jail time but receiving 3 years of probation, a fine, and 200 hours of community service. The other driver sued her for damages, further magnifying the public scrutiny. Mandel's joke wasn't just insensitive. It reopened wounds from one of Berry's most challenging periods, making her public clapback a powerful stand for dignity and accountability. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman stunned audiences during a 60 Minutes interview by challenging the very idea of Black History Month. "Black History Month is an insult," he declared. "You're going to relegate my history to a month? Black history is American history." The actor also criticized terms like African American, calling them divisive and reductive. "You say Africa as if it's a country when it's a continent like Europe," he argued, rejecting the label outright. Freeman's perspective reflects his broader belief that discussing race in such fragmented terms perpetuates division rather than unity, sparking debates that still resonate today. This candid moment was emblematic of Freeman's fearless approach to societal issues, positioning him not only as a celebrated actor, but as a provocateur unafraid to confront uncomfortable truths. His insistence on seeing Black history as an integral part of American identity rather than a separate entity underscores a profound call for cultural reevaluation. Joaquin Phoenix. In 2010, Joaquin Phoenix left audiences stunned when he announced during an interview that he was retiring from acting to pursue a music career. The moment took an awkward turn when the interviewer laughed at Phoenix's statement, prompting an irritated Phoenix to ask, "Why are you laughing?" The reporter denied mocking him, leading to a tense back and forth. This confrontation was part of a larger persona shift for Phoenix, tied to his mockumentary, I'm Still Here, where he portrayed a fictionalized version of himself, abandoning acting to become a rapper. The interview blurred the line between reality and performance, leaving many questioning the authenticity of Phoenix's behavior, which was later revealed to be a staged act. Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed Simmons. Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed's 2011 interview on The Joy Behar Show was nothing short of uncomfortable, exposing deep personal tensions. As they promoted their reality show, Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, Behar asked Simmons about his infamous claim of having slept with 5,000 women. With his usual bravado, Simmons joked, "My back is good. My schmeckle, not so much." But Tweed, clearly fed up, didn't find it funny. "That's very nice for you to joke about it," she responded sarcastically before storming off, leaving Simmons scrambling to smooth things over. The incident was a stark reflection of the underlying issues in their relationship, particularly Simmons's infidelities. Tweed had been silently struggling with his behavior for years, and this public outburst was the breaking point. Just after, Tweed moved out, sparking rumors about their future. However, in a twist, Simmons proposed on their reality show months later, and the couple married, proving that even in the spotlight, personal issues can be overcome. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and share it with your friends and family. Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill made headlines in 2016 after a reporter from the French media disrespected him during an interview, leading the actor to cancel all remaining interviews with French outlets. The incident occurred when the reporter mocked Hill's weight, a personal issue the actor had struggled with for years. The reporter's comments about Hill's appearance were not only unprofessional, but deeply hurtful, pushing Hill to take a firm stand against the mistreatment. Hill took to social media, expressing his frustration and explaining why he felt compelled to cut ties with the journalist and French media. He emphasized the importance of self-respect and standing up for oneself, regardless of the pressures or expectations of the entertainment industry. Justin Bieber. At just 15 years old, Justin Bieber stunned both the interviewer and the audience with his sharp and composed response to an attempt to undermine his success. During an interview, the reporter asked, "Do you see yourself as a product of marketing hype?" This question came despite Bieber already having millions of views on YouTube and a massive fan base. Calmly, Bieber responded, "I think everything happened organically. It wasn't something the record label was pushing. It happened because my fans liked me." He further emphasized that coming from a small town like Stratford, Ontario, made his success even more extraordinary. When the interviewer tried to discredit his point by mentioning another famous Stratford native, Lloyd Robertson, Bieber quickly turned the tables, asking, "Do you agree in that point?" His confidence and eloquence not only defended his authenticity, but also reinforced his status as a self-made star. 50 Cent. In a tense interview on Power 106 FM, 50 Cent was asked about the largest check he had ever received, and he casually revealed it was around $80 million from his deal with Reebok. But when the interviewer reacted with sarcasm, saying, "Depressing guy, and you're still working, huh? And you're still working?" 50 Cent didn't hold back. He calmly replied, "Yeah, look, for me," but was quickly interrupted with, "What's wrong with you?" That's when 50 Cent hit back hard. "You know what you look like. My son's mom used to talk to me like that. That's why I don't talk to her anymore." The exchange revealed 50 Cent's frustration with the interviewer's disrespectful tone, despite his impressive success. It showed that even the most accomplished can still be disrespected in public interviews, and how a disrespectful comment can quickly turn an interview tense. Conor McGregor. In a tense moment during an interview, UFC champion Conor McGregor lost his composure when the interviewer delved into personal territory. When asked, "So, what is it that he did that disrespected you? That got you to dislike him?" McGregor sharply responded, "This is not a therapy session." Despite the interviewer pushing further, McGregor stood his ground, stating, "I made this division. Without me, the division is nothing." The exchange revealed McGregor's intense pride and unwillingness to tolerate invasive questioning. If you find this video interesting, please help us spread the word by liking and sharing it. Your support helps us reach more people and share great content with the world. MGK. Similarly, MGK, known for his candidness, also had an awkward interview when asked about fatherhood's influence on his artistry. "How has being a father inspired you as an artist?" the interviewer asked. MGK, clearly frustrated, snapped back, "I don't have shit to say. I've been saying for years, dude, like, man, y'all listen. Like, listen to my songs, MGK." His irritation showed his preference for letting his music speak for itself. Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers' fiery temper was on full display during a live interview on Good Day Sacramento in 2009. The interview, intended to promote her show, How'd You Get So Rich?, quickly spiraled when one of the hosts made a joke at the expense of Rivers' daughter, Melissa. The male host asked, "Ever run up to someone and say, 'Hey, how did you get so rich?' And the woman replied, 'By riding on my mum's coattails.'" This remark seemed to trigger Rivers, who snapped back, "I don't think so. And I think we're gonna end the interview right now. Don't get so fucking smart." As soon as the words left her mouth, the producers cut her microphone, and the show's co-hosts scrambled to apologize on air. This outburst wasn't an isolated incident for Rivers, who had previously caused controversy with her language, including another explosive moment in 2008 on Loose Women, where she used foul language to describe Russell Crowe. Rivers, known for her sharp wit, wasn't one to shy away from controversy, but this on-air moment showcased just how deeply she felt about her daughter being insulted. Robert Downey Jr. In 2015, Robert Downey Jr. made headlines after abruptly walking out of a Channel 4 interview with Krishnan Guru Murthy during the promotion of Avengers: Age of Ultron. The tension began when Guru Murthy shifted away from questions about the movie and delved into Downey's personal history, specifically his struggles with addiction and his relationship with his father. Downey initially tried to steer the conversation back to the film, but when Guru Murthy pushed further, asking about his past and political views, the actor became visibly uncomfortable. Downey responded, "I couldn't even tell you what a liberal is," expressing his frustration with the interview's direction. After Guru Murthy pressed him about his father's influence on his troubled past, Downey shook his head and said, "I'm sorry. I really don't. What are we doing?" before getting up and leaving the room. This incident sparked widespread debate about the boundaries between personal and professional questioning in celebrity interviews. Rihanna. During a press conference for Battleship in 2012, Rihanna faced an uncomfortable and highly personal question from a reporter that focused on her tumultuous relationship with Chris Brown. The interviewer asked about the status of her relationship with him, despite the fact that it had been the subject of public scrutiny due to the 2009 assault. The question was widely regarded as intrusive, as Rihanna was there to promote the movie, not discuss her personal life. With grace and professionalism, Rihanna responded, "Wow, how disappointing was that question?" before making it clear, "I'm happy and I'm single, if that's what you're really asking." She then quickly steered the conversation back to her role in Battleship, discussing the film and its characters. Despite her discomfort, Rihanna handled the situation with poise, refusing to be drawn into a conversation about her personal life. Type 1. If you're not going anywhere, we love that you're here till the end. When celebrities stand their ground in uncomfortable interviews, it can be a powerful reminder of the importance of boundaries. So, what do you think? Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you had to set boundaries like these stars? Let us know in the comments. If you're enjoying the inside scoop on celebrity moments and want more, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Stay tuned for more exciting content and exclusive insights.